Hello, hello. Come on in. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm going to get started in just a moment. Straight. Hello, hello, everyone. Come on in. If you can mute your phones when you get on. Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Look, girl, I'm trying to figure out how to mute my phone.
It's you. There's something in the corner that says mute, the far left corner. It looks like a microphone. If you click on it, it will mute.
Mine isn't doing, I don't have one. Okay, there we go.
You found it.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Evelyn. How are you, girl?
Good, good. Cooking, so I may have to jump up.
Oh, hope you're cooking something good.
Actually, I am.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to get started in just a moment. I'm just trying to put some messages together so you guys will have it. Because we're going to get some customers. I'm going to mute everyone because everyone's coming on and just... You guys mute your phones if you can.
Hold on. Look at the timer.
I'm trying to mute, and for some reason it's not letting me. For whatever reason, it's not letting me. Okay, so guys, if you could mute your phones. I think Megan might have hers unmuted. Let's see if I can mute it. Oh, I got it muted. It's individual now. I figured it out. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And as more people get on, we'll just welcome them too. But what I'm doing is I'm sending out to you guys, and I will also post it on our Facebook page and also our team page in WhatsApp, some messages, because I'm going to challenge each of you to get customers, get some bigger customers, because oftentimes we're used to getting, like a 30 BV order here and there, and that's great. Those are wonderful, but you want to get into the habit of getting bigger orders, because most people are willing to get something else. You can add to what you're already, whatever it is that they're ordering by asking questions. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So I'll be sending that out to you. I'm trying to send it to myself so I can send it here to this Zoom. So I'm going to do that now, but welcome everyone. I am so excited because I wanted to kind of let you guys know what is happening on social media and what changes are coming our way. I've kind of mentioned a little bit in a training that I've done before, but I really want to emphasize it to you guys so that you really know some of the things that you will want to start doing and want to stop doing, especially because that is really going to be helpful. It's honestly going to be something where they're really going to start cracking down. And so I want to make sure that you guys are prepared and aware and you're ready to go. So one of the things that you are going to want to think about, let me go ahead and get my notes together. Got a lot of notes for you guys today. But we have all of 40 minutes, so I'm going to try to go through it pretty quickly. Why don't I just go ahead and tell you guys what I want you to do in order to get extra customers, because that's really important. The last few days of the month, today's the 24th, so you definitely are going to want to go and get customers, okay? And as you are messaging people to get customers, I'm actually going to be sending you some messages so that it will help you in getting some bigger orders. I've found that if you don't ask about, you know, if a person says, hey, I want to lose weight, and you just tell them, hey, you can get the Fat Fighter, and that's it, guess what they're going to order? They're just going to order Fat Fighter. So you want to make sure that you are, hello.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, Melissa. I'm going to mute you, girl. I'm not sure where you're at, but as soon as I find it, unless you know how to mute yourself. If you can mute yourself, that'd be great. Thank you, baby. Okay, so what was I saying? If you don't ask, if you don't let people know, they're not going to get a bigger order. We have someone on our team, Mimi, who is just like crazy amazing with getting bigger orders. And almost every single one of her orders is 80, 90, 100 BV or more every single time. So she's not afraid to tell them about the system. She's not afraid to tell them about whatever it is that they need, and start with a bigger order first and then kind of downsize. I usually try to ask people their budget, but for the most part, if people really want to lose weight, they don't really know what to set their budget at. So guide them towards what they want. And one of the greatest ways I've found to get a larger order to help you with your volume towards month end is tell people about the buy 3, get 1 free coffee. If people like that coffee, then that's a great deal. You know, you're for only, I think it's $114 or something like that. I can't remember the exact amount. They're going to get 4 packages versus getting 1 package for only $39. So get into the habit of asking for a bigger order. That's going to help you tremendously. You know, need to get familiar with your products, get familiar with the packs that we have. You know, if someone says, hey, I want to work on my, you know, stomach fat or whatever, tell them about our metabolic burn pack, which is great for that. Our Fit 30, I've got some scripts for you guys, and I'm still in the process of trying to get these sent to you. Scripts for Fit 30. Now, let me tell you, people have been getting amazing results from Fit 30. Really amazing results. So you just don't know what you have your hands on. We have our hands on some amazing stuff. So it's been working for people. Don't be afraid to tell them about it. It's complete. It gives them the cleanse. It gives them, you know, the wraps. It gives them defining gel. It gives them, you know, greens. It gives them the shake. I mean, they get just about everything they need. They even get coffee in it. So Fit 15, Fit 30, if you really push those things, you're going to get much bigger volumes. And granted, some people aren't going to be able to afford all of it, but that's okay. Start with the Fit 15, Fit 30, and then come down, because the Fit 30 is $522 worth of products for only $156. That's a crazy deal. Crazy good deal. And the BV on that is really great too. So this is what I'm going to challenge you guys with. If, let's see, hadn't even wrapped my mind around what we're going to challenge you with. And this is for everyone who is on this Zoom, everyone who's on my team page, okay? So if you're not specifically on my team, that's okay. I want to really encourage you to go after it, okay? So if you can get 3 orders that's over between now and the end of the month, you're going to get a gift certificate to Starbucks from me. 3 orders that's over, let's see, 70 BV and more look at what that's going to do for your BV. That's going to give you over 200 BV to help you in your business. It's going to get your confidence level up because you're going to be doing something that's pretty awesome. It's going to help you tremendously, and just go for it. We're going to be messaging. And as for messaging, I'm going to be sending out to you some examples of messages that you can send out. So I'll be getting that to you instead of trying to mess with it now. I'll send it to you after our Zoom, okay? Okay, so for the things that we're going to be changing, one of the biggest things is that Facebook and, of course, Instagram, because they're both owned by the same company, are going to be changing. Changing in that they are going to be more and more, you're going to see less and less people looking at your stuff. And the reason being is because they are really cracking down on companies like ours. What they've been, in the last few months, they've been doing a lot of surveys with people, over, I think, 250,000 surveys they've sent out. And what they've been asking people is, what thing do you not like about Facebook? And the answer that people have been coming back with is they don't like their feed. They don't like the stuff that they're seeing on their feed. So Facebook is giving them a lot of tools in order to get rid of stuff that they don't like on their feed. And that includes things that are kind of spammy. And what I mean by spammy, for those people who are not really familiar with what that means, is anything that sounds like you're selling something. Anything that you're trying to force someone to do, okay? So it's not just, someone, your cousin, saying, hey, how are you doing? How'd your operation go? That's not spammy. But when you connect with someone and say, hey, would you like to buy something? That's considered spammy, okay? So what's happening is this is going to be big. So guys, listen up. We're going to change a lot of the things that we're doing, because if you are doing spammy things, especially on Facebook, they're not going to do as much Facebook jail anymore. I mean, they will do that, but they're doing Facebook, you have been deleted. So you want to be aware of what they're starting to do, what they're starting to change. I actually saw the policy that they sent out, because they sent it to me after I got my account impersonated on Instagram. So I thankfully was able to see what their policies are. But anything that they see where people are what they consider as giving fake likes, giving fake interaction, somebody's unmuted. I'm going to find you. Natasha, I got you, girl. Okay, I got you muted. Anything that's fake likes, fake interaction, they can tell. So here's what's going to happen. You know how we want everybody to comment on our post when we make a post? Guess what? What commenting on your post just because you made it does for your feed is it's something called it creates an inbred feed. Doesn't that sound horrible? An inbred feed. And what that does is it makes everyone who rushes in to like and interact on your feed because you just posted something, those same people that do that every time, which is us on our team, guess what? They're going to start only showing us to our teammates. That's what happens. The more times that you do that and you don't have varied amounts of people, varied amounts of interaction, if it's just one of those, it's called a interaction pod, where you have people who come and like and click and give comments onto your post. If it's something that the algorithm considers as a fake interaction, guess what? They will start completely not showing your stuff to anyone else except those few people. Yeah. So that isn't very helpful, because we're trying to get people who are going to be customers and distributors to see our stuff. But if the only people who see our stuff is everyone who comments on each other's posts, that's not good. And that's what the algorithm is starting to notice and starting to do. They are really cracking down. I'm going to look at my notes now. They are really cracking down, and what they're looking for is what they consider as low quality content. Get this, listen up, this is really important, take notes. Low quality content is a lot of the stuff that we produce on our pages. So we're gonna have to change up some of the wording that we use, some of the things that we say, because if you are constantly, let me give you some of the examples of words that they're gonna be looking for, because when you say these things in your posts, they're looking for it and they're gonna flag it, okay? And the more you do it, the less your stuff will be seen. Less and less and less until it pretty much chokes you out and you don't have any interaction. I've already started seeing it. I noticed that on Jade's post, on Ronnie Brown's post, it used to be that every time they posted, they'd have thousands upon thousands of people see their posts. Well, guess what? Now you'll see maybe 100 people commenting because they're starting to do that squeeze. So we don't want to be caught in that. We want to make sure that we're doing this the smart way. And so definitely, listen up to some of these things that you're going to want to avoid. So let me give you some examples of content that Facebook and subsequently Instagram considers as low quality content. Flash sale. These are words that you want to avoid in your post. Flash sale, PM me, DM me. So if you're telling people to send me a DM, nope, avoid it. Another one is share. If you tell people to share with your friends, they're gonna take notice of it. If you say only 4 spots left, stuff like that, it's gonna be flagged. Drop an emoji below. Those are things these are cliche mannerisms that if you wouldn't say it in a normal conversation, you should not say it on your feed or on your post. For a limited time only, last day for this. The reason why is because if they see that, they know you're selling something. They know you're selling something, and they're in the business of making money. So if they have people on their feed that are selling stuff for profit and they're not making money from it, they're going to crack down. So, like for instance, instead of saying, share with people, say, tell your friends. It's like what you should do is kind of listen to what you're writing and say it out loud. And if you would never say this to an actual person, then it's probably something you won't want to post. So have you ever told a friend to DM me? Like literally you called someone and said, hey, DM me or PM me, or do you say text me, or do you say give me a call or something like that? Just think of it like that. Just make it more realistic, more authentic, more real life, okay? The messages we send, we're going to want to vary those messages. In fact, I have now started having 4 different versions of a message. So say I'm trying to get a customer. I'm not going to send out the same thing. In fact, I bet that if we say, hey girl, at all, that's going to be dinged. Because I think so many of us have sent out messages that said, hey girl, that's probably now one of the phrases that are going to get tagged or, going to get flagged. So just kind of be mindful. Use people's names as much as possible, because if you use someone's names, you probably know them. Make sure that you're not just copying and pasting. So if I send out a message for you guys to use, switch it up, change it up. Make 3 or 4 different versions of that same message when you're sending out. So switch it up, make it your own, so that we won't all get flagged and stopped, okay? So we want to be really careful about that. So if you guys get onto the chat and say, hey, I just posted something, go and give me some love, I'm going to be like, come on now. If you want an inbred feed, you go right ahead. But I'm not going to be commenting on them anymore. And be okay with having not a lot of response, because what I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks is I'm going to be teaching you how to build up your viewing through on authentic means, through just plain old interaction. You know, like, so for instance, before I post now, I will go and comment on at least 5 people's page. Like, you know, be authentic. Comment on someone's hair, their clothes, their baby, their dress, whatever. Find something that you can comment on, okay? Give them an honest compliment. And if you can, you know, you may not have time for this, but if you can, make it at least 100 characters. Now, that sounds like a lot, but listen up. It's really easy to do. So here's an example of 100 characters. It's really like 3 little short sentences. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love that dress. Where did you get it? I would love to check that out. Where did you get it? You know, or something like that. That is about 100 characters, just 3 short little sentences where you're genuinely interested in something that the person is doing or person has on. And here's an added benefit to it. Oftentimes we will look on our feed and we're just like, you're seeing crazy stuff. I mean, like stuff you're like, I don't even want to see that. But guess what? It's because you're liking their stuff. Every time you like and, you know, hearts and all that kind of stuff, Instagram and Facebook will just show you more of that. So if you give authentic communication to people, guess what? Every single time, if you're about to post and you send a message to 5 different people and you keep doing that every single day that you post, you're going to eventually have a lot of people looking at your stuff, because people are going to think, wow, that person was really nice. I'm going to check out what they're what they're doing. So what I'll do is I'll comment on 5 different people, and then I'll post. And then you're going to have, you know, a few more people and a few more people and a few more people. And here is another big key. I know it's hard to do. I'm losing my voice. I know it's hard to do, but we're going to get more and more comfortable with lives, videos and lives. Okay, here's the reason why. Within the next 2 years, they anticipate that 80 to 90% of what Facebook is going to be pushing as far as showing other people on your feed or anyone's feed, 80 to 90% of what they're going to show is going to be videos. That has proven to be what people want to see. So Facebook is going to show people what they want to see. So I know quite a few of you have started to really rock out. You know, you're doing it more than me, because it just makes me nervous. It really does. I just like, you know, it's not one of those things I love to do. But I know Jasmine does a lot of them. I know Natasha has been rocking out some videos. Y'all are awesome. Keep doing it, because the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get. And look at your feed. And I know this is going to make it a little fun for people. Think about the things you like to do. If you like gardening, if you like cooking, if you like taking care of the kids, if you like crocheting, if you like dancing, doesn't matter what it is you like to do. Think about it in the aspect of, this is your show. Your feed is a show. So if you want to be an actor, actress, you can be. Because the way of your Facebook is kind of turning towards people who just are, you know, comfortable with going live and doing videos. And granted, you don't have to do them, but I'm telling you that that is going to be what it is that, let's see, someone else is unmuted, so I have to hunt them down again. Mute yourselves, people, mute yourselves, if you can figure out how. There you go, found you. Okay, so that's just another one. So if you guys have been using, this is for those who are on Facebook, if you've been using things like automatic posters like ScentShare and things like that, they're gone. They're getting rid of them. They're getting rid of so many different programs. And I think it has a lot to do with what happened with the Russian investigation over the, you know, voting or whatever. all of that has caused a lot of changes in what is looked at on Facebook. So, if you're using any of those programs where it automatically posts for you, it's not going to happen anymore. They will hunt you down. They have a seek and destroy programs out there. The algorithm is a learning algorithm. So I want you to kind of think of it like that. And it's not just made to make your life miserable. It actually is helpful. So if people look at your post, if people look at your post, even if they don't comment or even if they don't do anything at all, the algorithm will find them and start showing more of your stuff to them. So make it interesting, make it something that people want to see, and they're going to, all of a sudden, you're going to see more and more interaction. So just get more comfortable with, okay, at first, you're not going to have a lot of people who are commenting and things like that. But over time, you're going to have a whole lot more interaction. You might want to take a look at the video that, what's her name? Vanessa Theus, I think her name is. She did. I'm going to repost it in the page for everyone. That video is very helpful because it's called Attraction Marketing. She talks about how to do it. And so that is kind of the way that all of this is going. Okay? So let's see. Have you ever been group napped? Do you know what that is? I don't know about you, but I get group napped every day. I hate it. And most other people hate it too. What it is people will take your name and add you to their group. And you spend all your time getting unattached from all these groups. People who do that, they're going to stop them in their tracks. All of this is going to make a change. So I'm going to be helping you guys with learning how to be more interactive, being more personable. You're going to be messaging quite a bit, but your messages is probably going to take a little bit more time because you're going to put more thought into it. You just want to get into the habit of being more thoughtful, okay? That's all this is all about. Being more thoughtful, being more aware of not, like for instance, if you need help with your posts, oftentimes I will go to someone who I really enjoy their post and I'll take a look at it and I'll use that as an example. In fact, on our page, we have a album that's called, what is it called? One is called Post for Customers and the other one is called, cannot for the life of me think of what it's called. I can take a look at it real quickly, but it's on our team Facebook page. And what it does, what I've been doing is trying to find really good posts, awesome posts, that's the name of it. Trying to find really good posts that you can use as an example. Use it, look at it, don't copy all the words, but you can take the words that someone else used and rearrange it. And I'll try to, put as many times, if I can put the whole post there and just, share it, that'd be great because then you can copy it and then rearrange it yourself. So hopefully it'll save you some time. But if there's someone that inspires you, take a look at their posts and use that. Use that to help you. I'm going to be adding more posts for customers so you can take it and use it as an example, but we're going to have to get away from using those words that is going to get us in trouble. Okay? So we're going to want to get into the habit of really being thoughtful and stop doing a lot of different things. So I don't want to inundate you with too much today, but I do want to suffice to say we're going to change a few of the things we're doing because if we just, those people who are doing message after message after message after message after message, guess what? They're going to shut them down. And we don't want to be one of those who gets shut down. So we want to be more careful, and I will continue to share more information with you about how we should do it in a way that's going to be helpful for us. So this is the last of the month. We've got a few days left. We've got a good 6 or 7 days left in the month. Utilize it. Go for it. I'm going to send you, get three of your customers, 3 customers that have at least 70 BV or more, and I'm going to send you a gift card, okay? So that is a challenge that I'm going to set out for everyone. And, you know, this is your time. There are people, and I kid you not, there are people who need it in order to promote to a certain level that they're trying to get to. They needed 3,000, 5,000, you know, in volume by the end of, you know, between the 25th and the 30th, and they got it. They got it. But they worked their tail off. They talked to everyone. They sent out host a post. So the next thing I'm going to be sharing with you guys is host a post and messages that you can send out to people to help you with getting those extra customers. So I'm excited for you guys. Don't give up. Don't feel like you can't do this. This is a business that takes time. It's a real business. Treat it like a real business. Give it the time it deserves. And just realize that it's going to take time to build. Don't feel like just because someone else got there faster than you that you can't get there too. It is big enough. It's wide open and it's big enough for everyone. And I'm learning a lot of new things that's going to enhance your interaction with people. It's going to enhance your reach. And we're going to do this thing. It's going to get exciting. It's going to get a lot more fun, because if you're doing something that's more authentic, more you, I mean, think about it. If you like to cook, put your video on and cook something. And people are going to be excited and they're going to be interested in what you're doing. And then you can sprinkle in, you know, stuff about your business. You can even use, you know, maybe find a recipe that you can use, say, a protein shake, you know, or shake or whatever it is you want to use. Or while you're on video, drink one of those cleanses that we have, things like that. Those are the things that are really authentic. Or just, you know, tell a story. We're going to get to be wonderful storytellers, because that is going to make us just have people come to us in droves. That's going to do it for you. So I'm going to be teaching these things to you over the next few weeks, and we're just going to get better and better and better and better. And I'm excited. So hopefully you guys are ready and excited, and I'm going to be, you know, pouring as much as I can into you guys, and, you know, just make it a show, make it a fun show, make it a you show, and just do your thing. And we're gonna be taking it up a few notches and being a lot more authentic than we have been in the past. So let's go for it. Let's get some customers. The last few days of the month is where you really build up your volume, and still get those distributors. There's people out there who are looking for an opportunity. If you truly see the value in what we're doing, you see that there's people out there who need, you know, to make a little extra at the end of the month. If you think of it that way, that you're giving them something that's valuable, that's helpful to them, then you won't be afraid to ask people. You won't feel like you're bothering them. And we're going to give you some ideas on how to do it in a way that is really, really helpful. Like, here's an effective way, and this is something I've mentioned before. If you're on Instagram, instead of sending a message, do this. Take your phone. There's a button that allows you to do a video, a quick 10-second video, and just be super excited and say, oh my goodness, you've got to hear about this. I think you'd be absolutely amazing at what I do. And let me, you know, let's get together and let's talk about it. And that's 10 seconds worth of just, you know, insane courageousness, and you're going to be amazing at it. Or if you're on Facebook, instead of just sending a message, use your voice. Tell them what you want to tell them, because they have the feature that you can send a voice message. Use voice messages, use video. We're going to get really good at using our stories. That's going to help us tremendously. So I'm going to be helping you guys by putting up albums. One is going to be for posts for customers. One is going to be for examples of stories that I've seen that will be really helpful. And one is going to be just awesome posts that can be an example of a business post that you can post. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Hopefully you found this to be valuable. And I'm going to be sending you those scripts that are going to help you with getting, you know, those customers, the 3 or the 4 coffees for 3, buy 3, get 4. We've got several, you know, people who've just had amazing results from the Fit 15 and the Fit 30. I'm going to post those pictures so you can utilize that. So look for it in the post for customers. And just when you send a message to someone, don't just send them a message, send them an example picture. Show them what they should be expecting from our products. And that's really going to sell them. Okay? That's it. That's all we're going to do. We're going to be authentic. We're going to have fun with this, and we're going to go for it. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to be sending those messages out. If you, for whatever reason, aren't on my WhatsApp chat and you don't get the message, I will be posting it in our Facebook team page. Okay? You guys, do you have any questions about anything? We have a few minutes. Let me unmute you. Or unmute yourself, that is. Any questions? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Nobody? Okay, that's okay. Awesome. So be crazy with this. Be aggressive, not aggressive. That's not the word I'm trying to say. Be excited. Be as what's the word? It's left me. I can't remember what I was going to say, but go after it and you will achieve this. Do not ever think you can't achieve whatever it is you put in your mind you can achieve. See, someone has given a message. Creative. I like that. Be very creative. I love it. So think of it over the next few days, especially starting in May. I want us to come up with more creative ways to do our business. So think about things that you like to do. Think about your hobbies, if you have any. Think about the things that you just, think about what you like to do. It could just be, things that you do with your kids. Think about those kinds of things and think of ways that you can incorporate that into your business, and your business is going to explode. It's going to flourish because it's going to draw people to you, and you won't be chasing people and trying to get them to get in your business or become a customer. So let's do this thing. Okay. All right, everybody. Hopefully you'll have a wonderful evening. I'll be talking to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.